Hello, chat. Hello. Thank you. How are you doing? Let's see. Hello there. Okay. I'm tired. I'm doing okay. I'm a bit stressed and tired, and obviously I forgot that I was streaming today. Thank you for the head pat. So just mild panic, you know. Ooh, cat mode. Cat mode works again. Hooray. Cat mode. Is cat mode too expensive, chat? I don't really know, like, what is a good price. But is it too expensive? What have you been up to in the week, my lovely asteroids? I'm just curious. See, since I didn't have a plan, since I forgot I was streaming, we're kind of just hanging out right now. So, I guess I'll talk to you. No, I think cat mode is probably not too expensive. Make cat mode like 3 points. No, I am not a cat. People are gonna think I'm a cat if you redeem cat mode all the time. I think 3,000 is pretty much okay. Cause like, I don't know how much you earn in a stream, but like having cat mode redeemed more than once or twice a stream is, I don't know. Besides doing tests at school, I've done nothing. But you at least did tests. I hope they went well for you. See, I sent a few messages. I don't remember if it. Oh, hey! Hello everyone. Just want to drop by to say hello and hope that you are well. I'm at work at the moment. Good luck with work. I'm doing okay. Just had a moment of forgetfulness where I forgot that I was supposed to stream. But good luck with work. I'm giving you a mental hug. Mental hug for you. Okay. Well, I did it like on a few platforms. Maybe it was yesterday. I think it was this morning. Of like. What you miss me playing and stuff. I saw through a bit of it, and SB said Slime Rancher. For some reason, Slime Rancher just doesn't work for me. I've tried uninstalling and reinstalling the game. I've tried verifying file integrity. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know what happened. It just decided to give up. It didn't even work in safe mode. So yeah. This one's good, I think. Though very exhausting. Fair enough. Berith, I hope you're doing good as well. Hugs are the best. Yeah. I also saw that some people felt it was too long ago since I played Minecraft. But I don't know. I don't know what you guys are into. Well, because I like a few different things. I like a lot of things. It has become quite a while since I last worked on my recipe completion in Genshin, but I have done other things in Genshin. And all that kind of stuff. It was pretty long ago since I played Spiritfarer. That was also on there for games you miss me playing. I also know it was pretty long ago since I last played Cult of the Lamb, probably because I like got pretty far into it. I like Moonstream, fair enough. Okay, I'ma hop on and hop out. Take care everyone, love you all. Good luck, or have fun, or whatever is the appropriate thing to say, I never know. As usual, clippable moments, please clip them. And yeah, because I want to know. That also helps me understand what you're into. If you're into me just being random, perhaps just talking is what you would like me to do. I just think that maybe perhaps you guys would be bored of my voice if I did this for 2 hours. Would you? Or have you just been waiting for Moon Yap stream? I'm being captivated by my own tail right now. If I'm being quiet for a while, it's because I'm staring at my own tail. Can't get bored of a conversation. I think one can, actually. Especially if the conversation is one-sided. If I just... I've also been thinking about... I've seen someone who wants multiple times to ask me to do reaction streams. I just don't know what people want me to react to in that case. And what wouldn't get me copyright struck. You know? Otherwise, it'd be fun to react to stuff. Right? I don't know. I'm just... I guess this has become interrogation. Moon Yap stream would be fun. I mean, it's what we're doing right now. I could continue just yapping if you don't want me to open a game. I just think that maybe after 2 hours there would be exhaustion on both our ends. But I wonder, have you learned any interesting facts recently? I love to learn new facts. By the way, guys, have you ever heard of a leaf sheep? Have you? Genuinely curious. They're quite interesting. So do you know about them? I read about them a while back, so I don't remember all the facts. Might have, not sure. So Sealy, leaf sheep, is a little, I think a slug, sea slug. Looks super cute. Has like a little cutesy face, and their body looks like it's covered in leaves. The cool thing about them is they are animals who do photosynthesis. Cause they take like the chlorophyll from the plants they munch on to use to gain energy for themselves. Like I said, it was a while ago since I read a lot about it, but it is kind of a cool thing. If I don't remember it incorrectly and is accidentally lying to you. But I don't think so. Isn't that the one that looks like a Pokemon? I'm gonna be so real with you, there's a lot of animals who look like Pokemon, so I'm not sure. Show us the photosynthesis sheep. Hold on. Leaf. Yep. Let's see. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna find a good picture for you. Okay, let's take how do I show this without showing the rest of my browser? I'm gonna perhaps I need to, yeah, I probably need to Hold on, I'm gonna put it up on. I'm gonna. Give me a moment. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Okay. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Look at that cutie. Look at that cutie patootie. Look at that cute little creature. It's a cute little cute creature. And I will not hear anything other. A moonment? Well, moon just turned upside down. What? Can't say that doesn't look like a Pokemon. That's dinner. It's a tiny little slug. How can you call that? How can you call this little creature dinner? I don't think it would be much nutrition for you, but it's kind of a cool thing, don't you agree, chat? It is a cool thing. I mean, we can learn about a lot of cool things. Remember when we learned about moss? That was fun times, fun times. I also don't have any plan for my birthday / stream anniversary stream yet, since I'll be busy on my birthday and the stream anniversary day, since, you know, they're just one day apart. I'll be... So I don't really know when we can have that stream, or what to do there. I'm thinking we could do, like, a silly theme. One thing I kinda want to do is opening Pokemon cards. But then I would have to buy Pokemon cards. But I did get a payout earlier for like earlier from Twitch in like mid-April of $50. I could probably use that to buy Pokemon cards if you want, if you would enjoy that. Hello, look like these are his flowers. Hold on. Looks like there are his flowers wanting to bloom. Hello? Hello, SB. Cap block. Flowers? Hi, SB. Sorry, I had to go for a sec. Hope I haven't missed anything. Did you miss me talking about sea leaf? The sea slug, the leaf slug, the leaf sheep. Leaf sheep sea slug. Oh, you're right. The picture I downloaded, Luckdo, comes from has the title, "This creature looks like Pokemon character AC Animals." So I guess you're right. Just talked about a sea slug that looks like a Pokemon and can do photosynthesis. Kind of a cool thing. The dinner slug. Floor. Cause it's my dinner. No! It's not your dinner. I'm not even sure if they're poisonous or not. Probably. I don't know. Anyways. Should I open Pokemon cards on my birthday / anniversary stream? As like a birthday gift for myself. and something, a treat for you guys, since you love me gambling so much and you also kinda like Pokemon cards. Yes. Got just as you got off. Just saw the image, but I think I got what I missed. Yes. Okay, you want me to open? Because I could probably spend money. I just need to think about what Pokemon cards to buy. What Pokemon? Can you still buy Black Bolt, White Flare? Because I still really want that White Flare Tapic illustration rare, and a few others from that one. So I don't know if I can get those though. I also don't want to get like the most expensive. And when I do that, I should also buy sleeves, penny sleeves, so I can protect my cards. Because Because I don't think I'll buy an ETB since they're... But maybe I will. I don't know. But new one released few weeks ago. Okay. Do they have any Pokemon starters in them? Because those are what I'm most interested in. Those and a few other Pokemon. You know, it's really annoying. When I search Pokemon cards, like starter Pokemon, to try and find a list of like what generation Pokemon cards has what cards of starter Pokemon. I just get tips for starter Pokemon collectors. That's not what I asked for. So I'm struggling a little. It's pain, chat. It's pure pain. I also thought about having like a theme on my birthday stream that is like raccoon games, cause I do have Donut County, where one of the main characters are a raccoon, and I also have Raccoon. But I think about there the list ends right now. I've been thinking about getting a mascot animal, and I feel like it would be a raccoon. A raccoon with like a metal, like a coils or gears stuck in its fur in some way, so it like, you know? But I don't know. Now I'm just yapping again. Yes, open Pokemon cards sounds fun. Donut County, I haven't heard that name in a while. Oh, you haven't? Well, I think it was a while ago since I played through it. I didn't get all the secrets. Was that before I started uploading my VODs to YouTube? It might have been, but there should be a clip or two on my TikTok. I still have that list of Pokemon which you wanted cards. Oh yeah, I want a lot of cards though. I kind of want to play it too, but feel like a lot of forums and like places are not very beginner friendly in that sense. I feel like I get thrown into the deep end if I'm not that I've tried, I'm too scared. I don't know if it has any starters in it, because I don't know what the starters are except for a few lol, but I did get some that I really liked, like Vivillon, Clefairy, Fletchling, and Dedenne. Called Perfect Order. I've heard about Perfect Order. I also want to think about which one are not like a gazillion bucks, cause I ain't no millionaire. I am really happy with the Sawbuck illustration rare I got though. That was really nice. Trivia time, guys. It kind of connected this. What was the first illustration rare I pulled? Ever. Pretty sure they're inexpensive. Oh, you are? I can never tell if like what reasonable prices are. You have no idea? But I opened it on stream. No, it's not. I don't expect you to know. I just want to see if anyone remembered. Why is it so cold in my room? It's not even that cold outside. Electric Spider, no. That wasn't an illustration rare. Illustration rare are those that are like art on the full. But Joltik was the first Pokemon card I ever pulled. because before that I had only been in contact with Pokemon cards through McDonald's promos. So Joltik was the first card I ever pulled. That's why there was a clip about it. Yeah, so Joltik was the first card I ever pulled, but it was not the first illustration rare I ever pulled. I'll give you a hint. First illustration rare I pulled was of how do I It was the first in a 3 Pokemon evolution line. Oh, I remember you pulling Joltik. Moon, if you want to, I can go and... Why did you honk at me? I can go search for a set with cards you would like to have. That'd be very, very kind of you. That'd be very nice and kind of you. Because I want to start collecting starters. I don't know what kind of binder to buy though. I looked at one that I kind of want to buy that is a green and it has like 9 slots per page. So now like 18 slots per open page. So, but like 9 slots per 9 slots 3x3 slots. It's 3x3 cards in size. There. Brain. But I don't know. I have no idea. But if you say, I'll probably remember. Okay. It was in the Shrouded Fables. How many pockets total? I do not remember. I do not remember. Maybe I can look that up. I think I might have screenshot it. I was too much of a little coward to actually buy anything, but I might have screenshotted it just in case I wanted to remember and got the guts to actually do it. Wabbity baba boo doo 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 doo. Oh, I didn't screenshot how many pockets total, but it was called Ultra Pro Eclipse 9 Pocket Pro Binder Forest Green. And I was thinking about buying 500 card sleeves, but that is too many. But it's like, if I buy it 500, I get extra price and I don't have to worry about buying it again for a while. Also, 500 feels like a lot, but when you think about it, it's not that many. Like, one ETB has 9 packs with 10 cards, that's 90 cards. So 500 sleeves would cover 5 ETBs-ish. Side loaders tend to be a little better. Okay, good to remember. Good to remember. Cause the cars don't fall out, right? I've been trying to do a little bit of research, but I don't trust my own gut. I'm afraid that if I just go for it, I'll mess it up. Even though it's not a big deal, it's just stuff. I'm just... I've been going non-stop for almost half an hour just babbling now. How are you? Are you keeping up with me, or are you just doing the typical nod and sure, whatever you say, Moon, sure. Yes. You are keeping up. Good. I've been trying to do a bunch of animation today. Problem is, can't get myself to do it. I'm schoolwork. I need to do it. But it's just, I don't know what. I don't know if I just hate this assignment. Why would I hate this assignment? It's not really bad. We were supposed to do an animation / animatic, like 1 minute long. And my super smart brain thought, hey, let's do one of my own clips. Because that's totally not weird to do. And totally not. I don't even know. What if they're gonna be shown for the whole class? Oh my god. I'm doing the pizza story as an animatic. And I'm not happy with how it's turning out. Enjoying the rant to the fullest. Kinda keeping up. Good. Good. Man, I don't have enough stuff to talk about. I don't have like a notes ready for like subjects to talk about. Like a lot of people say, hey, you should, because then you will not have dead silence. But I never do that. For some reason. I would recommend the Rayval premium binder, but it's kinda expensive. Great quality though. Define kinda expensive. Define kinda expensive. Also, for some weeks this summer, I will have to move around my schedule a little, cause I got the job. I got the summer job. Hooray! But like, I'll need to move my Saturday streams to a later time in the day, cause at the time I'm supposed to stream on Saturdays, I'll be working for parts of it. Thank you. Not available in Sweden, so 700? Are we talking Swedish crowns, or are we talking dollars? Because I think you're talking Swedish crowns here, because if it would be dollars, that would be diabolical. Yeah, Swedish. Well and Moon. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm happy. I'm happy. I am. What else is there to talk about? Like, I really need to start planning when and how to do my birthday stream, since my birthday is in less than a month now. I feel like, no offense guys, but I don't feel like my community, you guys, are up for like a subathon just yet. I don't want to put too much pressure on a few people, you know? Because a few people do like subathons as their birthday stuff. I don't want to do that because it puts like, that's not the kind that, you know? How do I say that in a way that doesn't sound bad? Like, if that's gonna be like a big thing and the subathon's gonna go for a while, you guys will have to lay down more money than I'm comfortable with you being guilt-tripped into, if you know what I mean. Maybe when I reach like 500 followers, I'll do a subathon. If you want to see that happen, get me to 500 followers, chat. And if you clip this, you'll have leverage on me when that happens. Moon, is it okay if I do the Pokemon card research after my exam? Sure, you don't have to do it at all. You do it whenever you feel you want to. you know, it's your free time. You choose to spend it how you want to. It would be nice if you could do it for me, but I don't want it to be prioritized over your schoolwork and such. It's just if you got nothing better to do. I hope that's clear. I'm vibing with the music. Can you guys hear the music? Bum, 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 bum. I've also been thinking about doing a video or such about more like technical behind the scenes of being a VTuber. Would that be interesting? Or perhaps I could do a new tutorial on like how to be a PNG YouTuber, since my last one is pretty quick and unrehearsed and not very good. I know I also have an outdated version of VTube. I don't think I'm a good one to do a tutorial for PNG tubing, since I wasn't a very good PNG tuber. I can hear it a bit. Music's great. Alright, good. I feel like I'm just asking you guys questions. I hope you're fine with that. I don't feel like you're being bombarded. Ha. It was also kind of cool to get fan art. That was cool. It happens rarely, but it happens, and it's always cool, you know? That is a good idea. If you're unsure, try a short first and see before going on to a video. Yeah. Like, I did one video. It's unedited. I did a 2.5 minute video or something that's unedited about, like, behind the scenes how to be a PNG tuber. It's something, alright. I wouldn't say it's something awesome, but it is something. I have to go eat. Bye. Bye, Viso. Have a lovely munch time. No worries. Do ask. Apologies in advance for not replying to them in time, though. Not the fastest typer. Yeah, I'm very slow typer as well, so I totally understand that. I'm noticing that I'm like asking 3 questions in the span it takes to answer 1. Because my brain just goes at 100 miles per hour. So, you know, don't feel bad about it. I understand totally. That's why I'm asking if you can keep up, because I know I'm being too fast. But if I intentionally try to slow down, I lose track of what I'm saying instead. I think. As long as you have an idea and somewhat comprehensible script, it'll probably be great. Yeah, scripts, totally what I'm good at. Sticking to a script, also amazing at that. Totally. Definitely. Sure, definitely. Did I tell you I tried to edit a video in OpenShot? It didn't go well. I just don't think I have the patience. I think that's my problem. That's why I'm a streamer, not a YouTuber. Because with being a YouTuber, you need to have a lot of patience and discipline and focus to get the work done. And when streaming, you do it on the fly. But within, like, you can still set somewhat of a structure, but it's a bit more free. You know, OpenShot. Curious to know what that is. It's free editing software. I think it's open source. Yeah, it's an open source free editing software. It's what it is. I think it was called OpenShot. Hold on. Now I'm being nervous. What if I... it's called... Yeah, it's probably called that. Blah, blah, blah. Let me just check what it was called. Yeah, OpenShot video editor. I'll do a slurp. Amazing. I hope you enjoyed your slurp. Editing is fun. I want to get back into it. It was a while ago since I edited something. Except for the short videos I spend 5 minutes on every week or so now. Oh. And hello, Vox Lily. How did I not register it was you? How are you doing? How you doing? Man, how did I think my brain just short-circuited because of that. I don't know why though. But you've been traveling, right? You've been away, but you're back, I guess. Or maybe you're not back. I think you're back. I've been trying to keep up, just very not good at keeping up. I'm very brain dead from studying. I'm here just to leave a lurk. It's good to be in the same time zone again. Ah, yes. Like to hope you've been well. I like to hope you've been well. Don't sweat about it. Well, totally understandable. Have a lovely lurk and resurrect your brain. I know studying can be sludging for your brain. But nice to be in the same time zone. Yeah. Hope you've been great as well, and I hope studying is going good too. Yeah, of course. Excuse me, is this the meme song in the background right now? The like toothless meme? But like a lo-fi version of it? I think it is. I feel like just yesterday you flew off to the other side of the world. Oh no, it is. Right? Hey! Hey, look at me look at me recognizing a meme. Wow. I'm learning. I'm learning the internet. I mean, I've been here for almost 4 years now. If I didn't know any memes, I would be kind of cooked, so to speak. This is that one Pokemon City song, yeah. Oh, you're learning. I am learning. Oh, that's where that song comes from. Dang, I didn't know. That makes sense why it's in a lo-fi video game music thingy then. Also, I did karaoke once. In case anyone remembers, kinda hoping you don't. The reason I don't do it again is copyright issues. Like if I upload that VOD to YouTube, I will be ban hammered so hard my channel will be gone, I think. So I won't do that. And I'm kinda worried when I'm streaming that it's gonna happen too. But like, maybe I could do like stream exclusive. I don't know. I'm just rambling. Oh, I remember summer sometime 2024, I think. Yeah. And I still can't decide whether I can or can't sing. You know, sometimes I feel pretty like, yeah, maybe I actually can do this. Maybe I'm not that terrible at singing as I say. And then other times I feel like, why do I ever sing? I can't do this at all. I think that's just pretty human. Even though, you know, I'm not human, but it's pretty human. It's pretty alive thing. I don't think I had biological robot thing. It feels not like a, I don't. Speech is centered around humans being the ones who speak it. Correct? So, like, it don't work in all scenarios. Only person I've ever said I sang good was my mom years ago after I showed off a Japanese song I learned. I'm too scared to sing in front of people I don't know. I mean, that's fair. That's valid. I was thinking, and then whatever I thought of was gone. So I don't. Yeah, I recognize this song too, but I don't know from what. Understandable, I can't even speak in front of people. Oh, that must be a little bit tough. I mean, I used to be very scared of speaking in front of people and like talking to people. I've talked about this many times before, but I feel like it's good to say it again. Streaming actually made me better at that. I'm not as scared of like speaking in front of a crowd of people, like presentations and stuff, since I started streaming, because I've gotten more comfortable in this safe space to practice like how to be social. And it's also made me like more confident in other situations. It's interesting. I'm very thankful that I found streaming, because it's helped me in more ways than I think I thought it would. You know, I thought it would just be kind of fun, but when I think back, it's actually helped me grow so much as a person. I owe a lot of who I am today to having found streaming. And a lot of why I started streaming, I mean, a lot of that is thanks to Fellow. You know, Fellow Phoenix. She's my longtime friend. She was the one who got me into it in the first place. And so yeah, I think I owe her. Kinda. Super Mario 64 slide. Huh? Very I'm currently studying to be a teacher for that purpose. Kinda like you in streaming. Ah! Yeah. I hope it goes well for you. I hope you what kind of teacher are you studying to become? Like what subjects? I mean, it's a good way to, yeah. A part of me wanted to be a teacher, but all the other parts of me reminded me of the various reasons I should not be a teacher, including I get overwhelmed and overstimulated pretty easily. I hate loud noises. I'm pretty sensitive. And I'm not good under pressure. Like, 1 or 2 kids, that's nice. Like, I can even bond with them. Because I'm kind of childish in ways. 15 to 25 kids? I'm gonna be in a corner crying. 5 kids and above gets me kind of panicked. I learned that from I try to be a scout leader for a while for younger kids. It felt like my brain was gonna melt and I just wanted to scream into the void. So yeah, but they also didn't respect me. I don't think I have the kind of like pondus and the kind of like authority like set. I don't have the right aura, so to speak. I don't know how to be assertive and like make people respect me. I just am. So yeah. I've been toying with the idea of becoming a teacher. It sounded really fun, but social anxiety, yeah. English, hopefully. Ooh, interesting. So I'm guessing you're kind of good at English yourself then? Would you say I am good at English? I mean, in general? I know that's a weird question, but like, would you consider me a good English speaker, an adequate English speaker? Not considering how I like play around with my voice and maybe mispronounce words intentionally to spice things up, but like vocabulary wise. You are allowed to say no. English is not my first language, so I don't think I would expect to seem entirely fluent in it. Huh. I really like that spring is back. You know, the sun brings me joy. But it's not that late, like it's not late spring, beginning of summer, where all the insects like flies are everywhere and make you kind of lose your mind because it's never quiet. I mean, it's bird songs, but they don't go at night. You know that one fly that is in your room and just you can't find it, but it's very loud. You know, it's before that time of year. So it's pretty much, it's a sweet spot right now. You know, when I was younger, people used to ask me what my favorite season was, and I said spring. People assumed it was, yeah, because I was a kid, people assumed it was because my birthday is in spring. But it wasn't. It's like the world is waking up. It's waking up, and you know, the spring flowers start to bloom. Things start to regain color, and like, but it's before wasps and ants everywhere, and too hot weather and stuff. I've just always liked spring. Aside from the accent, I'd say you could pass off as a native speaker. Yeah. I know I have a bit of an accent. I remember, like, sometime during, I think, my first 6 months of streaming, people asked me if I was, like, French. Because of my accent, they thought I was, like, like, my native language was French. Huh. You seem good when it comes to speaking. There are hints of your accent, but not truly apparent. And for your context, your vocab is good too. It's overall great. Ah, well, that's from a hopefully soon to be English teacher. I feel pride. We. I mean, it was during the time I was studying French in school. So perhaps, like, some of that French studying simmered in to my language speaking at the time. Since both were, like, foreign languages, maybe my brain kind of melted them, so it ended up being, like, a French undertone. I don't know. Or maybe I didn't have a French accent at all, and people just couldn't place me. Have I told you that story of when I was like 12 or 13? We got fiber. Before that we didn't have very stable internet connection, so we got cable internet when I was like 12, 13. And the people who did it were like Polish or something. And they occupied the entire road. So one of the people working there offered to drive me somewhere I needed to go. Me and my mom. I needed to go to a doctor's appointment. And in the car, I began speaking with him. And he was shocked by how, like, good my English was in comparison to, like, my age and the fact that it's not my native language. I think he said something along the lines of, you're just 12 or 13 and you speak better English than half of my parliament or half of my government and then half of my government. So yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I mean, he's also said that they're known for being very bad at English. I mean, 12 and 13-year-old me wasn't very good at English. Like, I could communicate simple sentences and more, but I didn't have quite the vocabulary I have now. And I didn't know, like, the synonyms of stuff. So I just used... I didn't have a very varied language at the time, but still. Is it still entertaining to listen to my blabbering? Blabbering dabbering. I'm thinking about changing my background on stream, because I feel like maybe I like don't pop enough in comparison to my background. It's a pretty background. I don't think I have it credited. I got it from Gacha Club, the game. It was a background from there. I think because it very much fit my theme. It's cogs, and in the window there's even a moon. But I feel like maybe I don't pop enough, or maybe I just have too much boring color. Maybe the problem is that I don't pop, you know? I just haven't had the energy, time, or patience to draw my own background. And quite honestly, I doubt I have the skill for it. Even though I've been studying game graphics and in that way digital art for nearly years now. The background might be either too bright or too detailed, and yours for you and the stream elements to stand out. Yeah, I think so. I just haven't found anything better, and I don't want to pay for it. Like I said, I'm not made of money, And VTubing can be quite the expensive hobby, so I'm trying to not spend money. I'm very lucky. I had my lovely friend made this model. Cause buying one costs like a lot of money. Well, not a lot, but like it can cost up to like I think $500 isn't that rare for a VTuber model these days. I think it might even not be very, like, I think it might be in the lower side of what it costs, depending on like the quality you're looking for. Of course, they will be cheaper. I'm also so scared that I'm accidentally gonna get scammed. Because I'm not very good at reading people, so I feel like I'm scared of being scammed, you know. I'm learning a lot of color theory, contrast and other stuff, just from creating geometry dash levels, lol. I have a friend who rigs VTuber models, and she said it usually costs 700, 800 plus. Is that for both the art and the rigging, or for the rigging? I think that could be the price for the rigging alone, right? And then, like, if you find $800 for a model art unrigged, I wouldn't be surprised. And I understand, like, the reason I don't do the model myself is because it takes a lot of time and effort. Which is why it costs so much, because it takes a lot of time and effort, and it is art. So, you know, it's not an unreasonable price, it's just not a very affordable hobby, in that sense. You know, I'm not saying it's too expensive, I'm just saying it's not easy on the wallet. It was a while ago since we talked about it. Can't remember exactly. Fair? Girl. Yeah. I mean, I've been very, very, very lucky when it comes to my VTubing. I've been incredibly, incredibly lucky. You know, I haven't grown a lot, like, viewer-wise, and I can't do it full-time, you know, which was what some people would consider lucky, is blowing up. But I wouldn't consider blowing up being lucky, since you get thrown into the deep end, and you don't know, like, if I all of a sudden got, like, 1,000, or, like, 10,000 views, 100,000 viewers, it would be insane, and I don't think I would, like, enjoy it as much, you know? Because it would just be a stream of people that I can't connect with. So I'm very lucky in the fact that I have such a lovely community, that's you guys, and that I have such lovely friends who's also very good at their craft, so to speak. I was about to say talented, but like, art isn't just about pure talent, it is about hard work. So they're not like, I mean, you know, not as in they're untalented, but as in, I don't want to shrug their efforts off as talented. They are hardworking and good at what they do. Not just talented, if you know what I mean. Because I feel like when you talk to artists and say, oh, you're so talented, it's like you're minimizing, like, the fact that they put effort into it and kind of saying, yeah, because you're good at it. I feel like you need to emphasize that it's hard work and, like, you're doing a good job, not, oh, you're so talented. I mean, talented is a compliment, but it can also be, in a way, ignorant. I don't know if I'm just rambling and don't make sense right now, But like, do you agree in some way with my statement? Curious, you know? Unless you have the money to spend, it's best to do it yourself kind of thing. Yeah, but it's also very hard to do yourself. Like, the amount of layers in this model, the amount of layers just for the eyes, holy McMoly, I could never. Keeping track of all those layers, it's too hard. Yes, talent may be 5 to 10%. The rest is hard work. Yes. A lot of good singers, a lot of talented singers have trained their voice. In the same way, a lot of good or a lot of talented artists has spent years perfecting their art style and learning how to do art. And most, like, skill requires practice. Being talented is not the same as having a skill. So if you mean that someone is skillful, say that they're skillful instead of talented. You know what I mean? I know I'm talking way too much about this. It just feels important to emphasize. Okay? For example, my ability to talk this much and like keep like spontaneous conversations is through practice. If you go back to like clips of my earliest streams, because my earliest streams are not anywhere anymore, you will notice a difference. And I think that if you were to compare one of my most recent streams with the one from like a year ago, you would also see a difference. Because as I'm streaming, I'm practicing how to be a streamer. It's just going very slow for me. You know, in a way, I would like to, like, I have a few of these streams where I talk about very important topics, but I talk too long for it to be a clip. So it gets drowned out. Like, I have sprinkles of it throughout the stream, but it gets drowned out. I think those kind of things would be nice to compact into a video. But finding those nuggets of like consistent topic can be very hard and take time. So yeah. But otherwise, I feel like it's the same with those Umamasuma streams where I went into like the importance of realizing that you're going into burnout, and like, you know, I've talked about some serious topics on this channel, but I feel sometimes that they get drowned out by the silly noises and games, you know? It's not even about the practice, it's also about the way you practice, since there are strategies that help you gain skill faster. But not a lot of people know about it. Just the people at the top, yeah. Yeah, brightening up talent. Yeah, bringing up talent is equivalent of calling people gifted. It may come from a good place, but in meaning it's very much not the case. No, it's kind of shrugging. Sorry, I just gotta, yeah. Sorry, where was I? It's just something happened outside my room. Yeah, because it's shrugging the hard work off as, yeah, but you were born, like, you were lucky. It's the same as telling someone, oh, you're so lucky that you got a job that they worked hard to get. You're shrugging all their hard work off as pure luck. Saying, yeah, the only reason you have that skill is because you're talented. Like, you know, it seems like a nice thing to say, you're talented, and it can be a nice thing to say, but it can also be kind of backhanded compliment of like, oh, you're so talented, so you didn't need to work for this at all, therefore you don't need the praise for having worked for it. You just know how to do it. I don't know if I'm making sense anymore. And I feel like I'm just repeating the same thing over and over again. It's 1 more hour of this stream. 1 more hour. If we go back to the thing I talked about like 40 minutes ago or so, about like, if I were to do reaction streams, because you seem to enjoy my yapping, but for like the sanity of myself to not be yapping nonstop for 2 hours, I think reaction streams will be a good like middle ground, because I would comment a lot. Like, I do love theorizing, so if you think like, but I don't know what I should react to in that case. Like I said, that won't get me copyright hammered to the ground. Like, what do you guys want me to react to? Do you think I could react to like Geometry Dash levels and stuff without getting copyright struck? I feel like Luctu would enjoy that. I could do reactions to clips from my own stream. Is that too self-centered? Like, if you guys have made clips, would you feel happy if I reacted to the clips you made? I don't even know anymore. Yes, reaction streams would be good as long as it has a maximum yap. I think if I yap enough, I won't be copyright struck because there will be so many pauses between the parts of whatever I'm reacting to, but I'm not sure. Perhaps reaction streams would need to be treated with some editing. Like, dude, would you be up to editing my reaction streams to avoid banhammer? In case I do some? If that's not too big of an ask. Geometry Dash has endless amounts of content to consume. Is there lore in Geometry Dash? Like, should I try and figure out the lore of Geometry Dash? Is there lore? And in that case, would the best thing to just be watching people's playthroughs of levels? So like, how do I... What Geometry Dash content would be the most reactable? I can def give it a shot. Five minutes of in-game lore, hours and hours of community lore. Ah, I see. Like most fandoms, it expands beyond the borders of creators. Don't know about in-game lore when it comes to Geometry Dash. If anyone knows, it's Luctu. Luctu is our local Geometry Dash expert. Because I think he's the most Geometry Dash expert of us. Because like a lot of like reaction streamers do YouTube videos and then they cut it down a lot. So I don't think I could do reaction streams. But if you really want me to, I could give a shot for like reaction videos. It's just my Vtuber model has the thing where all my expressions are toggles, so I need to like individually press them whenever, you know. If I had an iPhone, I could have really good tracking, because iPhone has surprisingly good face tracking, and VBridger, which is like the good face tracking for a computer, costs money. So yeah, there's not. Oh, there's this guy, Samifying on YouTube, who has made awesome videos talking about the biggest Geometry Dash events. Ah, I see. I could also do reactions for like trailers and stuff. I don't know. This is kind of up to you guys. If reaction content is something you're even like somewhat thinking, hey, it would be awesome if Moon did that, because Moon seems like something for Moon. Give me suggestions. I'm open for suggestions. Just don't get me back. His videos about the most infamous level in Geometry Dash, and the 2 vids about the best player in Geometry Dash history are my favorite. Ah. Because like I don't think I could react to TV shows since they're so strict on their on copyright. So the only way I could do that would be to like do videos specifically for that. Because if I did it live, I would probably be in trouble. You know what I mean? That's the only problem with like reaction content, is that what you're reacting to may not be okay to react to. My throat is starting to give in. I don't think I usually talk this much during my game streams because, well, the game provides a bit more of, well, the entertainment. So I don't need to constantly talk. I don't know. Since you mentioned theorizing, there's plenty of analog horror stuff I'd love to recommend, but I understand if that's not your thing. Yeah, horror is not quite my thing, not quite my niche, if I say so. I mean, I hate horror games, I hate being jump scared. But I do find all game theories videos about the stuff quite interesting. It's just, the concept of it is really cool. I just don't know if I could enjoy it when it's so up and personal and I'm the one reacting, you know? But otherwise, I think maybe I would like it. It's sad that the most lore-packed things, like a lot of lore things, had become horror. Because horror is not my favorite genre. There's not as many non-horror lore stuff, and I understand that since it's fun to create twisted and dark lore. But could you create twisted and dark lore that isn't built on gore, please? Creators? Please? There can be mysteries that don't include murder. There can be mysteries that don't include gruesome scenes. You know, it's some there, but I guess that's a part, like, a lot of the ARG community and such is also horror. Because, you know, that makes for the most interesting story, understandably. But I feel like a few of them just cross the line too much. I could definitely recommend non-gore horror if that's the case. Yeah, I think, like, I'm not, like, dark doesn't necessarily mean, like, gory. And, like, I do like to watch detective, like, series on TV and stuff where they can be dark sometimes. Yeah, so I think horror that isn't as gory could be a possibility, if that's what you like. But since I know that I'm not usually a horror, like, my niche isn't usually horror, I feel like it could clash with my community a bit. But I'm not sure. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-dum, bum, ba-dum. It's a few. Should I also bring back bedtime stories, guys? I don't think a lot of you remember back when I sometimes read, like, bedtime stories for you. Yeah, horror comes with mystery, mystery comes with lore. So yeah, there's a lot of crossover. Yeah, there is. But then I might fall asleep in the middle of stream. Like, that hasn't happened before. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. I could react to memes. I could react to content out of context and try and understand the context. You could send me out of context videos, either for, like, games or TV shows, and I could, like, try and figure out the context, because I don't think they're as strict about, like, copyright when it comes to out of context, because, well, it's so short, it's such short and unrelated clips, you know? Time zone wise, I don't know if I can do bedtime stories, but I definitely feel like I missed out. I can read one for you right now. They're kids stories in English. Most of them have pictures in them that I was not able to show because back then I didn't have a camera. It was back when I was a Vtuber, before any of my art streams, before I had a webcam. But I have a few. Yeah, I think none of those are on. I don't think I have any of my bedtime stories in any of the streams uploaded on YouTube even. This is that long ago. I wonder if I could read webtoons on stream without being copyrighted. There are quite a few cool webtoons. I've started reading webtoons. They get such a reputation because a lot of their stories are, you know, weird romance that I'm not very interested in at all. But there are a few indie projects or a few, like, series that are very interesting and I really like. Like, one named Watermelon. I've not been able to finish it because mid-reading it, they changed it so that you need to watch an ad for every episode. For every chapter. And I don't have... No, I'm not doing that. It was very cool, very nice. I can also recommend Spontaneous World Shifting. They have a very interesting way of creating worlds. I would also recommend The Last Dimension. It starts out feeling pretty childish, but it's very, the uncoverance of lore is very cool. And the art style is pretty cool. If you are more into horror stuff, I think you would enjoy Marionetta. Like I said, I can enjoy horror. I don't like jump scares. Or like realistic gore. But horror, like, as in a little bit dark and twisted, I can be down for that. So now I've given you quite a few webtoons to check out. Oh, City of Blank is also a good one. City of Blank is kinda sci-fi, kinda dystopian-ish. It also starts out pretty like harmless and then hits you like a train. I read 2 fanfics that I love. Haven't gotten into reading stories online, so I only read 2 lol. Yeah, webtoons is nice, since it's like webcomics. And I like webcomics. It's just, I have trouble finding good ones, because so many are so romance-focused. So yeah. I'm not a big fan of romance. But most people are. Therefore, most webcomics have it as a very central part. So those that I have recommended have not had love as a very central part. I mean, and some of them love like is a part of it, but it's not like such a revolving around plot point as it often becomes for some reason. Is it so like, why are so few stories like, why? I know why the majority of stories have romance. It's just you can have an interesting story without romance. You can lean into the mystery, you can lean into the fantasy instead of the relationships. I want to learn about the magic of the world, not the magic of chemistry between 2 characters. That is not... I'm getting angry. I need to stop. I wish more search functions had the anti-tag, where you could search stuff like that don't have a specific tag, such as romance. Yeah. Agree. I totally agree. I've been looking through like the fantasy and sci-fi stories and a few mystery stories because those I'm very interested in sci-fi and fantasy and mystery. I love mystery because I love mystery solving. But yeah, I just have a grudge against the involvement of romantic feelings everywhere. Like a character can't exist without being in love with another character. Do you have like a story narrative or like thing that you despise in storytelling? Like, I don't know if it's like a deal breaker, but do you have... But I mean, I don't know. Like, it's not like a deal breaker. If there's romance in it, I won't watch it or read it. Nothing like that. It's just, in some cases, the plot becomes too focused on, like, I know a lot of people are interested in dynamics between people, but I'm not. So I don't like when there's too much focus on the people and not enough focus on other parts of the story and lore. I know I'm talking about this for way too long. I just feel very passionately about this, so to say. So do you have any, like, trope or thing? The only thing I have isn't even a real thing, but it's unintentionally bad. Unintentionally bad? You mean, yeah, because if it's intentionally bad, it becomes like satire, and it's obviously intended to be bad, so they like lighthearted. So like, when they take themselves too seriously in comparison to how good the work actually is? Is that what you mean? I don't know why, but I love stories that are... Oh, you like... Oh, but I love stories that are intentionally bad. What do you mean intentionally bad? That... What? That's a contradiction in itself. That's a pure contradiction. Who are intentionally... You can't be intentionally something. But because if you're unintentionally doing something, you're unintentional about it. If you're intentionally doing something, you're doing it like thought out. So how can you have a not thought out? How can you not thought out? How can you unplanned? How can you do something planned unplanned? You know, it's... I'm sorry, I don't mean this in like a rude way. I'm just trying to brain compute. I'm sorry if it sounded like I was roasting your comment. Like, that's not what's happening here. Despise, that's gonna be hard. But I think one thing that I really hate is insufferable characters, like specifically written to be hated, not a choice of opinion, which makes it to the end of a movie series, whereas better characters have died way sooner. Rage bait characters? No, I know that's not what rage bait is, but... Yeah. Someone whose entire plot is being a horrible person. Someone whose entire plot is being insufferable. Like, why would you do that? And if you keep that character alive for like the entire series movie, you make the entire series or movie more insufferable than it needs to be. You're making it more painful to watch the series. Because if you enjoy parts of it and don't enjoy that character and get pestered by that character appearing all the time, it gets exhausting. I just don't care about the spelling or the story. Just writing whatever you want, not caring about what the end result is gonna be, just like writing for fun and not... But if someone writes a story trying specifically to imitate that, then it becomes cringe and so satirical in a way. So like spontaneous writing. Let the pen flow. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if I like have anything else that I don't think I hate a lot of things. But you know that one too loud character that can be like too loud and somewhat annoying character? It just makes... It's like the deal breaker that can make me not want to recommend this series to another person because like what if they think I enjoy that character, you know? I don't know if that makes sense anymore. Talking this much is frying my brain. I'm not used. I haven't talked this much in the entire day as I've talked during this 1.5 hour. I think, in all honesty. What now? Yeah, I feel like my energy is... Did you notice it? The way my body just going into battery saving mode? I just felt it happen. I just felt it. It just hit me. Did you notice it? Chat, did you notice it? I don't talk this much in person for like a week, so I'm definitely enjoying this. I have a monologue for over an hour in my voice, and my voice will also get really tired. Yeah, if you have a... Yeah. I mean, I'm talking to you guys. And I'm talking with you guys. But like... I'm talking with you, but I'm doing all the talking. If you know what I mean. I'm talking with you. But I'm also talking with myself. It's a very strange thing, streaming, in a way. It's very noticeable, from one battery saver to another. Yeah. I have 20 more minutes to go. What to do with this time? I also know it was a really long time since I played AFK Journey. The reason for that is I had AFK Journey on, and Cookie Run Kingdom was also long ago, because I had that on Google Play Beta for computer, which is lets you play mobile games on your computer. But then when I opened it one day, it wanted its own launcher, and then stuff just became a pain, so I tried to delete everything. I just don't... I think AFK Journey just lives in my computer without me having access to it now, because I don't know what happened. I could try re-downloading it, but like with its launcher, probably became like more of a computer game between the last time I played it and the time I played it then. So it had created, like, it had its own launcher at that point. So I tried to open that launcher, and then I just, when I deleted the launcher, it reinstalled the launcher because the game wanted the launcher. Oof, yeah, oof. Streaming is kind of like improv, and people in the audience can randomly shout out short comments. Yeah. It's like I'm doing stand-up comedy, but also being serious. And I'm not talking to people into their face, and I'm a anime robot girl. You know? It does... It's... Like, the more I think about it, the more, like, crazy this sounds. Oh yeah, I talk to people online. I don't know their name. They don't know my name. And yeah, I'm a 2D anime girl robot with magic. And we talk about... And I play games, and they give me money sometimes. And we just talk, but I'm the only one who actually talks. They just write. And, you know, the more I talk, you know, it's not completely normal. What is the most weird way I could explain streaming? Because I had to go through this when I tried to explain streaming to my grandmother. Because she was very curious what I was doing. You know, because that was an interesting thing. I think went something like this. So, you know, television. It's like live television, but there's a lot of channels to choose from, and I'm just my own channel, like channel 3 or 4 on the TV. I have my own channel where only my programs are broadcasted live. And then people can message me. And a little message me on when I'm live, and I can read their message and answer them live. So it's kind of like live television, but interacting with the people who watch. And I have this character, because it was back when I was a PNG tuber, so I have this picture that has like 4 stages, and when I make noise, it switches with pictures viewed to create the illusion of the picture talking. That's kind of how I explained it to my grandma. She understood most of it. Then I tried to show her, but she didn't quite understand the gaming part of it, because he was like, what do you mean people watch you for... So are you controlling the game character? Yes. So like the whole explaining the gaming part was a lot harder than streaming as a concept, you know? Because streaming as a concept isn't too far off TV. But gaming is a lot. Gaming is more. Do you think I did a good job? Do you have a better way of explaining it? Yeah, it's getting rough now to be talking. Chat, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to share some fun info that you learned? Do you have a hyperfixation? I remember a guy making videos about explaining the most ordinary stuff in a way that makes it sound absurd. Like placing my fresh covered pelvis on a piece of dead organic creature that was mutilated in a way that it fit my desire for order, which means sitting on a chair. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. That's good. That's fun. Yeah. If you're hearing a weird noise in the background, I'm playing with a fidget toy. And if you're wondering why I'm swinging back and forth, it's because I'm swinging back and forth in my chair. The fidget toy is a 3D printed like dragon egg that I think it's called slippery egg. It can like extend into a spiral shape and return to its egg shape. And because it's a dragon egg, it has a few spikes, which is very nice for me. The Geometry Dash community thingy called Memory, where people beat memory levels in May. I'm planning to stream a lot until I beat a really hard level, but I don't know if I'll have the motivation to stream that much. Think about it this way. What if you stream it and no one watches, you'll still be having played the game, right? But if you stream it and someone watch it, you can find a new connection. So what's the negative here, you know? If you don't have any viewers, it doesn't mean you're bad. Like, do you need the motivation to play the game? How much more work is it to press go live before you play the game? You know? Hyperfixation. Right now, nothing in particular. Although I was heavily into watching Lovely Excel and Sudoku's World Championship on YouTube. Ooh. I gave my brother a book with different Sudokus for his birthday. Then he got an expensive drone with camera from my grandmother. Let's just say my Sudoku book was outshined by something obviously way cooler. but he still did enjoy it. I remember I watched an the Excel World Championship 3 to 4 years. Like, what do you even do in the Excel Championship? What is the objective here? Is my question. What is the objective of the Excel Championship? It's to excel. Oh, excel as in be the best. I see. No. Or excel as in the program Excel? Cause like what do you... I don't even know. A few months ago I started actually learning Sudoku. Because earlier I just taught myself. I got really good, but when I got to the WXYZ wing segment, I gave up. I don't know how to flip to do that. Yeah, I remember in the Sudoku book, there was a Sudoku with like 5 merged Sudokus in a way. And like all that kind of different shapes. But yeah, I could do a Sudoku stream, chat. I could do a Sudoku stream. I don't think that would be very funny though. Microsoft Excel. Doing a set of predetermined tasks and running advanced calculations. The ones who does the most tasks the fastest wins. I see. In the Excel Championship, you gotta do whatever they ask you in the shortest amount of commands. For example, they once asked the players to create an origami using the Excel book. An origami? How do you create an origami in the Excel program? I know you can do like a little bit of like prompts and coding stuff, but like origami? Origami? Right. Yeah, very neat stuff. Hard to explain though. Fair enough. Fair enough. I talked to someone who had been in the cosplay world championship. What do you mean championship? What is wrong with my brain? Is the championship where you try to be the worst at something? I don't even know anymore. The only thing I use a spreadsheet program for is to log info about a hard level completions in Geometry Dash. The brand new championship. Yeah, that's welcome to my brain. It's the boobacy all over again. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I love going to the boobacy. Yeah. Who doesn't love going to the boobacy? To see Baishu and Chi-Chi. Man, it's almost been 2 hours now. But yeah, I'll look. I'm gonna try and plan out what to do for a birthday stream. But you're very free to give suggestions, like I said before. I could try and do a fan art competition, but I don't think we have a lot of people who want to do fan art in the community right now either. And I feel too bad when I try to pick a winner because I would hurt someone for not winning. So I don't think that's a good idea. You know, it's so hard. How do I involve the community without making it seem like I want the without making it feel like the community is doing all the work, you know? How do I involve the community without... Like, I can focus on you guys, but I feel like but I don't know. I don't know. I hear sound in the background if you... I hear a sound in the background. If you know what it is, I may also know. Hear... Sound in the background? What do you think it is? I don't know which noise you mean. Did you mean the song? Or do you mean this? Which noise did you mean? That. It was the fidget toy I was talking about. The slippery dragon egg fidget toy. I'm sorry if it's distracting. I've done fan art once a while ago and it was like 20 hours of work. Yeah, I realized I cannot draw humans. Humans are extremely hard to draw. I'm telling you, they're super difficult. Humans are so complex to draw, and since there's so many varieties of human, well, you know, the proportions are so obviously incorrect, even if they're just a little incorrect. It's so hard. You happen to end up in the uncanny valley, and it's just so hard, because if you don't perfect it, it's so obviously wrong in one way or another. He's talking about the egg. Yeah, it's the egg. Yes, B, the sound in the background is the egg that I talked about. 3D printed egg fidget toy. I'm sorry if it's distracting you. I was fooding, fair enough. I'm gonna be fooding in 5 minutes now, and like maybe 15 minutes, because I need to end stream and prepare and like go have dinner soon, you know? I haven't had any dinner yet. Egg, where alligators come from? Yes, if it's an alligator egg. Can I just say the pirate language is amazing in Minecraft? Yes, I knew. Yes, I knew. I know it's amazing. But I kind of prefer lolcat. That's what I'm using. Lolcat. It's a bit more silly, you know? Pirate language is also really fun. Backwards English is also an interesting one. There's a few different interesting languages in Minecraft. How would you guys feel if I ended stream very soon? It's 3 minutes left, and you know, if you're new here and have been sticking around for a bit, consider giving me a follow. I mean, you can unfollow later, but like if you follow me, you can more easily remember my existence and come back in the future. Pro tip. You know, it's not a permanent thing, but it's a handy, neat little trick to make sure you don't lose me in the sea of amazing streamers out there. Alright? Like, I like 5 minutes ago lost all my stuff because I died. Oh, that's sad. Worked fine by me. Stream has been wonderful today. Same for me. Alrighty dighty. But yeah. If you happen to clip anything from my stream today, feel free to share it on any social media. If you share it on social media, please tag me so I can see it. Also, please share it in the Discord so I can look at it and maybe take it and share it on my social media, and you get to be like, oh my gosh, that was me. I made that clip. I'm awesome. You know, that's a nice feeling. Imagine if you make a clip that blows up. That'd be crazy. Anyways, I hope you've had a lovely time. I've had a lovely time. And I'll see you later. A different day. But yeah. Been lovely having you around. I've had fun just rambling about. I hope you learned something interesting today, or at least had fun. We have been talking about a few interesting topics like leaf sheep and webtoons and such. Goodbye and have a good one. The same to you, Jen. The same to you. Let's see if we'll try and find someone for you to move on to. Someone. We can go on. How about I send you over to Ray? I've done that a few times before. I can do it again. They're nice, right? Thanks so much for streaming. Take care and have a great rest of the night. You too have a great night. I love you, all my asteroids.